Hi everyone! Happy Sunday night! So I wanted to hop on here because I put up a post the other night about I was talking about how my own insecurity was in the past kind of affecting my relationship and hindering my relationship and causing conflict. And got a really, really good response from it. There were a lot of people who reached out to me saying that they could relate to it or that it resonated with them because of, some of the same things that they've had going on in their own relationship. And so I wanted to do a video kind of talking a little bit more about it and elaborating, because it's so hard sometimes to get all of your thoughts out in words, and I'm also more of a talker than a writer, so I want to talk a little bit about it because I feel like there's a lot of women or people in general who can relate to this, and I just wanted to share kind of my experience with it and what I went through, and then I also wanted to talk a little bit about a topic based on a question that I got from someone on how do you go through this self-growth and personal growth and work on yourself while maintaining a healthy relationship, and having it not cause too much conflict, or while still supporting your partner and whatever they're doing. So I wanted to kind of share my thoughts on that too, because it's interesting because I, whenever I talk about like relationship stuff and like maintaining a healthy relationship, like Dallas is not somebody is not someone who is into personal development and self-growth and talking about relationships and stuff like that. So this is all coming from like my side of it, but that's okay. That's because I'm the one who kind of has gone through a lot more of growth and personal development and things like that I feel like has directly related to our relationship. So you'll never catch us on here together talking about this, but I will share my experience in case that you can relate. So I'll get right to it so I'm not on here too long. But so basically I was talking about how, in the beginning phases of our relationship, we've been together 5.5 years now, I would question, I had insecurities about, I would question why was he not jealous. I guess I can just start with that. So I would get concerned when he wasn't protective or jealous when we didn't go to college together. And so when I would go out with friends or go out to a bar and, and I think it was because I witnessed other relationships around me where their boyfriend was protective and jealous and wanted them home by this time, or would get mad if she was talking with another guy or something like that, and that was never a thing for me, and he never was like that, and I was insecure in my relationship and thought, well, is that how it's supposed to be? Or I would get worried, why is he not jealous? Why is he not concerned about me? Is it because he doesn't care that much? Is it because he doesn't love me? Is it because all these things? And so then I would literally say to him, I would get mad for that he was not, that he wouldn't get jealous. I was literally telling my boyfriend I was mad at him for not being jealous. That's messed up. That should not be a thing. And it was because I wasn't confident in what I was bringing to a relationship. I was, so worried about him, wanting someone else, or I would think, why me? Why does he want me? What if this girl, or he's talking to this girl, what if he likes her better? Or what if I say the wrong thing? This is a big one for me. I was always so quiet about anything that I wanted to share, with communication, because I was afraid that I was going to say something that was going to make him leave. And it's not anything that he was do to me to make me feel that way. I was just not confident in myself. I was not sure of myself. I didn't have the confidence or the security in what I had to bring or in myself to feel comfortable. And so then I would get mad at him, or make it known that I was not happy with with how he would go about those situations, or I'm like losing my train of thought. It's late. It's not that late, but yeah, so basically I was always causing conflict in our relationship because I wasn't secure. I wasn't secure in myself. I wasn't secure in what I was bringing. And so I was always afraid he was going to leave. And so I would keep quiet. I would not say the things that were on my mind because I was worried that he would, want someone else. I was like, why? What is so special about me? Why would he want me? Like I'm going to say something and then he's not going to want me or whatever. And it was just such a lack of confidence, a lack of love in myself, being the reason. But it was causing conflict in my relationship because I was always blaming him. I was always questioning him. I was making him always prove himself to me because I wasn't sure that, that he was going to stick around. Not because he was a bad guy, but because I doubted myself. But as a result, I was taking it out on him. And so I had to really realize, I had to go through a lot of personal growth in order to be confident in myself and understand that I do have a lot to offer this relationship. And I do have a good relationship, jealousy that's not how to treat someone in a relationship. That's not, being overprotective. That's not the way it's supposed to be or the way that it should be. And here I am searching for those things because I needed that reassurance. I was always wanting that confirmation that he's here for me, he loves me, he's not going to go on to anyone else. And I wasn't getting that reassurance all the time because that's not who he is. And so I was I was getting mad about it. And it all came back to me. It was nothing in my, between us. It was my own doubt and my own lack of self-confidence. So it took a long time, but through the past couple years of diving into mentorship and personal development about, who I am and what I bring and finding my voice and being a better communicator and, trusting what I am bringing to a relationship, trusting in our relationship that it is healthy and that I can communicate and he's still going to be there and we can have healthy communication and I can still grow and change and we're going to be okay. And he, I don't need to have someone on my back all the time. And, but it all came back to me realizing where I was lacking in my own growth and what I needed to address in order for me to grow, and then we could grow. So as I got better, our relationship got better. There was better communication. I wasn't always causing arguments. I wasn't always making him feel bad for not saying something to me or not confirming all the time. And we got better as I got better. And that's what it comes down to is you can't always, always try and a lot of times we focus on what's wrong with us. And I'm not saying I'm a relationship expert at all, but this is just from what I hear from other people or what relationships I witness and me and my own on what I was always focusing on. I'm well, what's wrong with our relationship? There's something wrong. These other ones are better, But it was I had to point my finger back at myself and say, okay, how can I get better as a person, as a communicator, as a human, as a woman, as a girlfriend, as a daughter, whatever it was, how can I get better in order for that to contribute to us getting better? And we did. It was a natural part of it. I didn't have to focus so much on oh my God, how do we make our relationship stronger? I had to say, Logan, how can you get better? And then automatically that happened. And so the question that I got from someone the other day was, how do I, go through this self-growth and changing and getting better and diving into personal development while still maintaining a healthy relationship? Because I think a lot of times when we're going through big changes, whether it's with your fitness or your nutrition or it's your time management or it's the people you want to surround yourself with, when you are changing and the person that you're with is not changing, that can cause some conflict. And you can also cause conflict when you are forcing your partner to try and change with you. And that was my biggest advice, was that you have to just focus on you. And you can't always, try and drag your partner along with you. Because then then it's not about you. Then it's not personal growth. Then it's trying to fix everybody. And you're trying to fix them. And you're trying to fix your relationship and fix instead of how can I grow? And I think one of the most important things throughout this is open communication and communicating with your partner, like, what you're doing, what you're choosing to do, what journey or what growth are you wanting to focus on, how are you wanting to get better. And then I think it's really important to communicate why. Why are you doing this? Why do you want to get better at this? And why is it important to you? And when you fully are open and honest and communicate that with them, if they love you, then they're going to be okay with that. But don't try and force it on them. What I tried to do for a long time was like, I wanted him to be excited about the things that I was excited about. I wanted him to do the things that I wanted to do. And, it's okay that he didn't want to. It's okay that all of my favorite things and all the things that I'm excited about with my business, with my coaching, with, school, it's okay that he's not super excited about it either. But he supports me and he's proud of me and he appreciates me for the work that I put in. And so I just kind of keep my blinders on and focus on, okay, I just need to get better. I need to reach for my goals. And then, as long as I'm happy and I have energy and I'm positive and I am focused on being the best person that I can be, we're going to be strong and we're going to be happy and we're going to be healthy. And so, I think it's really important to, have that open communication on what you want to change and why it's important to you, so that they know and they respect the decisions that you're making in your life, because they know why you're doing that. They know why you're maybe you're not going out as often as you wanted or as you were before, or you're not hanging out with the same people, or you don't always want to do the sports thing with them, or whatever it is. I don't know. But, you have to communicate why, so that there's no conflict in them being like, who are you? Or like, what are you doing? You always wanted to do this before, or you never were this person before. Like, you have to communicate on what are you growing in? What are you trying to grow in? What do you want to be better at? And why are you doing that? And why it matters to you. And then they'll respect that. And then also, I think it's important to focus on you. It is a personal growth. It is personal development. It is how can you get better as a human, and stop trying to force someone else with you to change too. And, as you change and as you get better, you both will get better together, because you are bringing your best self. You're a better person. And those are my two best tips, I would say, to how can you grow and how can you push yourself and be on this self-growth journey while still, not causing conflict in your relationship, by being open and by being open and sharing what you want to work on, and then by focusing on you and not trying to make them change with you. And getting really confident in yourself and what you have to bring, and being proud of yourself and loving yourself, and, addressing the fact that, instead of always looking at them and pointing the finger at them or pointing the finger at your relationship and what's wrong with it, maybe turn the finger back to you and say, okay, how can I get better? And I guarantee that there will be some domino effect in your relationship that gets better just because you focused on you. Put those blinders on, figure out what you need to work on, and how you can be a better person and a better human overall. I love using that word. I don't know why. Better human. And then it'll, and then work from there. So start there. Be open and honest in communication. Focus on you, and get really confident and secure about you in your relationship. And then as you get better, you both will you will get better together. So there you have it, folks. That is Logan's best relationship advice. Yeah, so I had a lot of people that reached out to me because of that post, that they related to it. So I just wanted to expand a little bit and talk a little bit more about it. Like I said, I'm more of a talker than a writer. So I like doing videos and I like sharing my thoughts through words. So if you have any more questions or comments, make sure to let me know. Comment down below or private message me. I'd be happy to share and answer. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Have a good rest of your Sunday night and have a good week.